this is Cheech.
And this is Chong.
And you're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
What is it?
Lifestyle Radio. Say it one more time.
420 Radio?
Ooh.
Tweeder. Nothing? Why not?
Gotta get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
That's right.
You may have.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
You like music, you like weed, well we gonna be good friends indeed. This is not much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how to cheat from smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
Yup, it is. This is the 420 Radio Show. We are live here from the studio tent in Ontario, Canada. Marcel and the guys all over.
You're in Studio 10?
I'm in Studio 10 at Highway blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah.
And Studio Tent.
Studio Tent, yes.
All right, sound like you said Studio 10. I don't think so.
You just had to correct me, didn't you?
Well, no, I probably heard 10.
So those guys are those unmentioned guys. They're in Nova Scotia. I'm here in Ontario, and in about 5 minutes or so, we're going to be joined by Val McCulloch from Shatterizer to talk about something that I couldn't show last week. This is the bubbler. And unfortunately, I have nothing to put in it right at the moment, so I'm just showing it. But it lights up really nice. Here, let me make my video bigger here. There we go. So it's well used already, as I am the official tester. And it had some lemon skunk in it. Terp sauce. You didn't get yours, eh, Marcel?
No, not yet. I'm shattered.
Oh, buddy. It's very tasty. So we'll be talking with Val and possibly Matt in a little bit. And otherwise, we're just going to sit here and talk about stuff. Oh, and I'm going to kill mosquitoes. There's a lot of mosquitoes out here. So, tornadoes all over Ontario yesterday. All over Ontario. And unfortunately, it sounds like Barrie got hit pretty good. Where did... Oh, no, I'm talking to myself here.
You know, I'm listening.
Yeah, I know you are.
I don't watch the news or nothing, so I faintly heard of something.
Yeah, some tornadoes went through Barrie, Ontario, last night.
Tornadoes go through there all the time. It's like a tornado belt.
Yeah, and it just... I was in Durham, Ontario, I just moved into an apartment in Durham, Ontario, and then I went up to visit my friends, Dean and Kelly, up northern Ontario, and as I get there, Dean says to me, "Did you see the news about home?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" A tornado ripped like 3 blocks away from my house, my apartment, ripped down the street, up into the conservation area, and it left the trees like this. It's amazing the damage that those things can do, nature, right?
Yeah.
I was worried about my plants.
Yeah. Nova Scotia, we just tend to have these stupid things called hurricanes.
Yeah, you get hurricanes, we get tornadoes. Oh, there's Val right there. I got it. She's early. She's in the car. Hiding in the car because Matt chased her to the car.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Val.
That way she wouldn't interrupt the baseball game.
Yeah, she's trying not to interrupt the baseball game.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yay. I'm so excited to be here at an undisclosed location with a beautiful baseball diamond behind me.
So if somebody gets a home run, we'll hear some cheering.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You have new Shatterizer shirts. Let me see.
No, this is just a one of a kind, and I'm so excited. Well, the team's wearing white tonight, so I try to wear whatever color. I'm a big fan, and I love you guys so much. I'm so sorry, Marcel. Your bubbler's on its way.
It's okay. I was telling Al earlier what I was going to do is
He's
I was
shattered.
going to open it and use it tonight on the show. But now I'm shattered, and I'll probably end up getting it Monday, which means I'm going to use it a lot before Friday, so it's going to be all worn out by then.
I have my toilet paper roll holder right here.
It's pretty dirty, with the base and the larger battery. Ooh, nice one. Spinned up there, just in time for 7:10. Oh, thank you for the close-up.
It's
and I have
very dirty.
Is it almost 7:10?
1 minute.
1 minute.
Yay, guys. Well, I'm just so excited to be here, and I love and I miss you guys, and I'm just smiling from ear to ear. It's kind of surreal.
Borders are open up. You can come visit again.
Oh, can hardly wait. Listen, coming out and visiting you and Mom and oh, what a experience. I'm so happy that things are opening up again, eh?
You guys have been hiding.
Who?
Everybody's been hiding, and now the event chain is starting to wake up in Ontario. Let's just put it that way. I think all over Canada. So I'm seeing a lot of people on my feeds that I haven't seen in a year.
Totally. Isn't it lovely to see everyone reconnecting? Oh my goodness. And the cannabis community is it's such a social one. It's been a hard couple years, hey? Oh, get it. Reactions like a cat.
Yes, they got in the door. A child left the door open, and they flew in. And I debated on whether or not I even wanted to come in here, but he wants to watch a movie later, so we're gonna do.
Oh, look at that! Who's this?
Uh-oh! I see a fat guy behind you. Look, there's somebody behind you. Careful, move, Val. He's coming to get you. Oh, he's going to do the window thing.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
Is that in between innings?
Yeah, it's we're
bottom of the.
I don't know what at bottom of the third.
Jesus, that's the way to go.
Yeah, so they just scored 4 runs on us, so 4-2.
Slow pitch or something?
Sorry?
Slow pitch?
No, fast. Oh.
Like actual whip, fastball or hardball?
No, like fastball. These guys are AAA ball players. They won championships a couple years ago before COVID.
This would be the like Pee Wee or something?
No, younger than that. They're 11.
Oh, okay.
But they've been together.
You're watching. I thought you were playing.
Yeah, no, we're cheering. We're cheering like you wouldn't.
Oh, okay. No, I misunderstood. I thought you were playing.
No.
The only workout Matt gets is when Val says, "Here, walk the dog."
We're packing
boxes or shipping or unpacking.
Oh. Are we live on air or this is?
Oh yeah.
You're live on air.
You hear Marcel?
Hello, Marcel.
How you doing?
Good, you?
I'm shattered.
You're
Can
shattered?
you hear that?
Yeah.
And we're
Get
gonna
his bubbler.
expectation.
Bubbler, yes.
I'm
Actually,
still waiting
I
for the
got
bubbler.
I got a question for you, Matt.
What's that?
Hope you're not using Miracle Grow this year.
Oh, touche! I've taken over as the grower this year.
Well, that's
Well,
good.
my background there is my garden, and I'm using Miracle Grow this year.
There's your plug. You're
Yeah,
not.
there's
no,
my plug for Miracle Grow.
Mantis is going to be upset with you.
Yeah, so would Foramax.
We're using some coconut fiber.
Yes, no animal
Something.
byproducts. Mm-mm.
Are you?
Wait, no animal byproducts of what? For
In the soil, it's like coconut shreds, something or other.
What are you feeding them?
yeah, it's called Cocoa Coir.
Yeah, and we're feeding it advanced nutrients. Their cocoa, Sense Cocoa line of products.
I'm learning.
So we're fully coconutted out.
We had what was Floramax. Ken was on not too long
Floramax is
ago.
for your prostate, huh?
Floramax.
Yeah,
No,
Floramax is for the prostate.
I said Flomax because I'm on Flomax.
I'm guessing.
It's I have a hard time. The whole show, when we had Ken on, I had to stop myself because I would go Floramax, not Flomax, in my head first before I said it. But yeah.
Only stupid pharmacists we get that joke.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up there, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I have a bad prostate. What can I say? But, I got my pooper pumped today. I feel so clean.
You got your pooper pumped?
My pooper, my pooper was pumped. I had an RV colonoscopy today.
Oh.
Yeah.
I you were else there, Alan.
No, that colonoscopy was last month. But apparently I had what's called poop towers that was blocking my plumbing.
Oh yeah?
Yep. And I've ordered
stock?
I'm renting a Johnny on the spot for guests as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. They come and clean it and everything. It's great. Well, what?
It's a shitty job. Somebody's got to do.
Somebody's got to do it. It's good money, man. It's good.
Sure.
1 minute they have like 150, 200 units sitting there in their yard, and then now they've got like 4 left. There's a lot of people that use poopers up here. There's a lot of construction, a lot of cottages and homes being built everywhere around here.
Huh.
Now, should buy a house up here, Matt.
Yeah, well,
relocate our headquarters.
Yeah.
One of these.
Yeah, perfect clouds all the time over there where you are. That's for sure.
Perfect clouds over the Kawarthas. Although I'm not quite in the Kawarthas, but
do you see the tent, the broadcasting tent?
Yeah, I'm in the corner right at the moment. I'm usually in the trailer. David's here, so I decided to come out to the tent.
Ah, okay.
Looks cozy.
Okay.
That's all right.
We should get back to the cheer like that.
Yeah.
One set. Tell people, first of all, where can people get these bubblers?
With the bubbler.
A lot of people are asking where they can get their bubbler.
Chatterizer.ca or Chatterizer. We literally are still unpacking our bubblers. So just order through us and we'll have more information soon.
Awesome. Thanks for coming by, guys. Next time you see them, they'll be here, hopefully.
And we'll be bubbling.
We'll be bubbling.
We'll make a splash. We'll blow it out of the water. And
we can sit in a pool and bubble.
Absolutely. Ooh, I'm down for that. Well, happy 710. It's so nice to see you guys. You're so loved.
No, we lost Lenny again.
No, he's coming back.
All right, guys, go enjoy your game. Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Great to see
Thank
you all.
you so
and thanks
much.
For,
See you guys.
back soon.
See you later,
All right.
Peckerhead. Bubble, bubble. Look, Jewberry's here. I call him Jewberry.
Jewberry?
Jewberry. Hi, buddy. Long time no see. Okay, well, that was nice to have the guys from Shatterizer pop by. They are family here, and I really enjoy this thing, actually. I wish I had had something to put into it, but I finished it last night. But next week, you keep what?
Getting your internet connection is unstable, so I'm having issues, folks.
It's the weather. Are you guys getting bad weather down there? Up there? Over there? Where are you? I guess you're over there. That way.
Pardon me?
Huh?
What? No, I was doing the Facebook thing.
Are you guys getting bad weather out there?
Not today. Today was hot.
It's humid, very humid today. It hasn't rained, but it rained all night. Torrentially.
We had a tornado here a couple weeks ago that hit in Stuyak. And that's rare for us to have tornadoes.
Well, I was sitting right here in this corner during one last night, so the tent was going.
The one with Barry is it just happens so quick.
In Barry, yeah. They
I mean, they literally
no
had
offense,
no
but it's a tornado. If it's going to happen slow, does it really make a difference? It's not
No.
I can change it or stop it.
It's not that. A lot of times they'll have tornado warnings, and then they'll have tornado sirens to let you know that one's imminent. These guys got nothing except the guy was working upstairs in his house, in his office, and had his headset on, and his wife come up and grabbed him and said that they had to get downstairs. As they were going down the stairs, the roof ripped off their house.
We were getting, at one time yesterday, alerts on our cell phones here every 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Warning us to take cover if you see bad weather, keep an eye on the sky, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, during pretty much all day.
Yeah.
I've sat out and stuff like that under an awning or something like that, but never in a tent. The tent walls were actually going in and out and in and out. I had to go out in the rain and fix the strings, and but it's a 4-season cabin tent, they call them. So yeah. I mean it's.
I have the same tent. It's a beautiful tent. It's like a little house.
It collapses inside itself, and then when it fills up again, it pops back up.
Yep.
And it's really neat, actually. I don't know how well it would do in Ontario winter, but we may find out.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I would try that, but you go for it.
Early winter, maybe.
But see, on this coast, it's rare for us to get tornadoes. So the tornado that hit Stuyak is an oddity because we're so close to the ocean, but literally it came down and wiped out a barn and then took off again.
Well, you usually get hurricanes. Right?
It's always Stuyak. Go for it.
Yeah.
Did you lose your camera again there, Len?
I'm leaving it off. I'm having internet issues.
Okay.
Crashing.
All right.
So
giving
it a shot. Hurricanes. Seeing if this helps.
So that's what I watch the weather for is hurricanes.
Well, yeah, you're right on the water, right?
So and harvest season is also hurricane season here.
Wow. Well, it is trailer season. I mean, tornado season right now here.
Yeah.
I would think most of North America would be.
Are there mosquitoes outside, Drew? Give me a nod.
There is here.
The fuck, there is in here. They swarm here on the window.
I was letting my computer charge and I was going to go out my gazebo, but maybe I'll say fuck it if it's doing that bad. And all I see is Drew going wing, wing, wing.
So, have you tried those new thermal things yet? They emit
thermocells. I have one here still in the box. I haven't even opened it up.
Well, everybody's trying to get me to get one because David's got a thing with bugs, right? So I thought that he could just kind of like walk around with it. I don't know if it'll work or not, but
I don't know. But you can get a little clip on your belt thing.
Yeah.
With a battery in it, and it's got a fan.
Yep.
And you literally
those things don't work, do they? I've seen.
Yeah, they actually do work, but
so does spraying yourself with deep woods off.
Right, but you need one on each side. You can't just have one.
Well, I'm going to look at the thermal things because they create a pretty wide area of a buffer. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, they say it, but it also depends on your wind, too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, ask the neighbor if his mosquito repellent hat works.
Dale?
Isn't it Dale's anniversary? Did I see that on Facebook?
It is.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing here, buddy?
Happy anniversary.
Hey, maybe they're celebrating their anniversary with us. Think about it.
Aww.
Happy anniversary, you guys.
Happy anniversary. Anyway.
Yeah, they didn't have to see my ugly face today.
So he's got a mosquito repellent hat?
Yes.
Oh, he says it worked for a month or two.
Until the batteries died.
No, until the stuff washed out of it.
Oh, okay. It's embedded in the hat. I get it.
It's Wind River. It's made by Wind River.
Lunchbox pop-up shop in the mall.
Maybe he wasn't supposed to wash it.
I'm going to try to show this. I don't know if it works. The greatest bar in the world.
Whatchamacallit. Where'd you get whatchamacallit?
My daughter just delivered it to me.
Where did she get whatchamacallit?
I probably
from a guy.
Free lunchbox in Halifax.
Oh yeah,
some guy in an alleyway behind a fucking dispensary. There's a guy sitting in the field out back behind Truro Cannabis with a box of chocolate bars. Psst,
well,
hey.
The good news is if my kids really want drugs and weed, they just gotta go to the garage.
Yeah.
Do you have a candy box or a candy cupboard?
Where I store everything?
Yeah.
I have a humidor for my good stuff, but I got about 20 mason jars outside.
No, I meant like my a lot of my friends
snacks
who have kids. They have a separate area for their munchies because the kids will just devour.
No, we don't keep anything in the house like that. Nacho chips would be about it.
Yeah. We got.
You're one of them healthy people, Al.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
Would you eat deep fried cheesecake?
Yes, in a second.
Deep fried cheesecake? That would be awesome.
It'd be what?
That would be awesome.
Well,
yeah, watching McCall, I couldn't find them for years. I only had to get them in the States.
Yeah, that's the only place you can get them. Well, obviously not now.
You remember Wigwags?
Yep.
There's a store in Toronto. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been there in many years. But it was a candy store, and you could walk in there and get all of the old school candies. My candy craving are bottle caps and sweet tarts, and the ultimate favorite, rockets. Probably why I have diabetes. But anyways.
Yeah, just hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Carry on.
He's going to get a chocolate bar. I don't have any chocolate bars today. So, Len, or Darcy, you got stuff lined up to talk about grow stuff?
No, really. I asked me a question. I'm sure I can answer it.
Why are you wearing that stupid fucking hat?
Lenny, don't start. It's a wonderful hat.
Hey, we have Toronto Maple Leafs made it playoff hat. Third round. I've just never seen finals hat before. That's why I'm making fun of you.
Yeah, I know. So do all my Leaf fans.
So
all my Leaf friends.
All right, Al.
What?
See if I can get this on here.
Yeah, well, it won't do it because of your camouflage.
Sour razzles.
Let me get rid of my camouflage. Yeah, second.
But no, I have a fascination about two things when I go down away. I love getting like chocolate bars and chips I can't get in Canada when I go to the US. I take them back.
Yeah.
And I love going to American fast foods.
So that's the candy that turns into a gum.
There is a White Castle. A White Castle themed takeout place called White King in Toronto that they just opened. Same logo, everything as White Castle. And I don't know if their burgers are the same or if they even taste like them, but they got into a little bit of trouble with that.
They should have, obviously, but no, my two things, like my kids laugh, is like that's why when they found they got it. I always had to get whatchamacallit bars when I went to the States, and if I see a Popeye's chicken, I have to pull in.
Ugh.
And the last one is fucking Carl's Jr.
I've never tasted Carl's Jr. Do they make good food?
It's sloppy as fuck, but it's a good burger.
Yeah.
And some of it's starting to come to Nova Scotia and Canada, but I also love IHOP.
You know what? I enjoy IHOP. I've been in the States. I also enjoy Denny's.
I like Denny's.
I would go to a Denny's before an IHOP.
I miss Golden Griddle, which was a big thing in Toronto. There were several.
West, we had Humpty's in BC, but they're in Alberta too, and they're kind of like a Denny's.
Okay.
Drew said there's a Denny's coming to Halifax.
Ooh.
I've heard that forever, though.
Well, that'd be like the IHOP in Moncton.
I think there's one out by the Toronto airport.
There's always a lineup outside waiting to get in.
There's there in this area where I am, the closest Tim Hortons is in Campbellford. And 20 minutes, if that. 15 minutes. But it takes you 15, 20 minutes to drive there, and then you're in line for an hour and a half because there's no other fucking Timmy's unless you want to go up to Peterborough.
Really?
Right? Yep. Or down to the 401. So that people literally line up around the corner to get into this Timmy's, and the lines are, sometimes you're sitting there for an hour.
Not
me.
Worth it.
No.
Not me.
No. It's like, no, we'll just go and I'll make my own tea. Thank you very much. Thank you, very nice. That's a nice sunset, Drew. He's got some nice sky going there. We're all gray here.
Hey, it's no Starbucks, is it, Lenny?
Oh,
I love Starbucks.
I don't like Starbucks. They don't have anything appealing to me at all.
But there's other like good coffee, like as I say, smaller non-chain stuff too.
I don't drink coffee.
But for a chain, Starbucks is pretty fucking awesome.
So, what do you think is the best chain coffee in Canada?
Second Cup is right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people like Second Cup. I like Starbucks better.
Tim Hortons was bought by, at one time, it was the Burger King franchise, or the whole Wendy's, whatever it was. And since then, they don't have any Canadian values, I feel. And it's not a Canadian company
anymore. What do you mean? They got Sidney Crosby and Nathan McKinnon commercials like all the time.
How much more Canadian can you get than that?
They used to be a Canadian company owned by the Tim Hortons company. They're not anymore. It's like okay, people who like Budweiser who come up to Canada and have a Budweiser, they're getting Molson Canadian Budweiser. It's not the same as the Budweiser in the States. It's totally different.
Oh yeah,
right. Totally different flavor, different texture, different smell, everything. It's like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, up until maybe 20 years ago, the meat was different that McDonald's used in between North America, in Canada, and the U.S., right? So the flavor was different because, and also they call, what, in the States, they call orange, or yellow cheese, American cheese. They don't call it cheddar cheese. They don't call it.
Well, I don't think it is cheddar cheese. I don't think you can. I don't know what else to call it.
Well, Kraft is actual cheddar, is it not?
No, but the cheese they put on McDonald's, I don't think it's really.
I don't think so either, because I can't eat real cheese. So
a cheese slice is not real cheese.
Yeah, to me, it's wax cheese. I don't even know what that's called.
It's plastic. Unless it's slices of actual cheese.
Well, U.S., what was it, Wahlburgers? They call it government cheese?
Yeah.
Government cheese.
It's processed cheese is what it's called.
They have Wahlburgers in here, too. I want to go to one. I haven't been yet. There's one in Toronto.
It's pretty good.
You guys went to Wahlburgers after we went to the thing, didn't you?
Yeah, we did in Toronto, but there's an example. It doesn't taste the same as the American one.
No, it wouldn't. KFC is another example.
Their government cheese is different.
You want good KFC, you go to their head office, and they've got a drive-through KFC there in Louisville, Kentucky, and it is seriously the best Kentucky Fried Chicken, but their menu is so different because they test everything there.
KFC did not take off until they came to Canada.
Yeah, now they've got more KFCs in the world than any of the other fast food outlets.
Wow. The Colonel did good,
I think we have to Google that. I call bullshit.
Scott's Chicken.
We read it in here one night.
Scott's Chicken Villa was started in Canada. I can't remember which province, but I believe that the first store was in Canada. Just like Tim Hortons, the first Tim Hortons store was a Burger Shack. Was not donuts. He did not go to donuts until he realized he could not compete with McDonald's and the other fast food.
Tribute to KFC is the only fast food franchise in Bermuda.
Really? I watched, what was that story, the movie that Michael Keaton did? It was fucking amazing.
The Founder of McDonald's? That's
yeah,
a good movie.
It was awesome movie. And if you're into any kind of business, it's a good movie to watch because, I mean, this guy came in and he took McDonald's from the brothers, basically.
I wouldn't interpret it that way. I like the movie.
Really?
I thought the brothers were dicks to him.
Maybe so. Goes around, comes around, right? But he did. He walked in and basically within a few years took the franchise away from the McDonald brothers and left them with one store.
He did, but he also was asking them, I'm building your company. I would like a little bit more. I'm actually losing money, and you guys are all getting rich. And they didn't want to work with him, and they're like, well, a deal's a deal. Yep. So he augmented that deal. It's the only way he could.
Hey, it's the root of all business, right?
No, I think he got backed into a corner. You don't want to work with me, I'm going to take you out. And that's what he did. So.
Yeah, well, he was entitled.
I think he did what he had to do to survive.
Practicing.
Now, if he would have just did that and never tried to renegotiate and work with them, I would agree with you.
They got paid.
Oh, yeah.
They got paid.
They probably wish they got paid more.
Well, they probably wish they did more.
I'm pretty sure they ain't loving it.
2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onion, and no sesame seed bun for you.
Well, have you seen the what is it, the Grand Big Mac?
I tried one. It was very bland. It's about the same size as a Whopper, and it had the same. But there was no a quarter pounder has that quarter pounder taste.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy the burger itself. It was a different burger. I thought it would be the quarter pounder burger, but it's not.
No, it's a bigger burger.
Yeah, it's like the size of a Whopper. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to turn the Big Mac into a Whopper.
Right. So what you do is you order a quarter pounder dressed like a Mac.
Yeah. Well, you see, I ordered a Mac. I ordered the new Big Mac dressed as a quarter pounder without the sauce and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you said it was still bland?
It was. I had just ketchup and mustard on it, and that was it. It was still bland.
It was like a third of a pound or something, aren't they?
It was different. It was different. And only one slice of cheese, not two. I thought there'd be two slices of cheese. 2 burgers, a slice of cheese on a burger.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I might try it again. It was just like, ooh, I'll try one of those.
I do miss like A&W used to have the drive-up restaurants.
That I miss. And
that
was
glass.
Cool. Yeah.
There is.
I watched National Lampoon's Vacation.
Did you?
Not too long ago, and they had the scene, and they had that scene where he drove up in the car, and
yeah,
it was kind of cool.
We used to have that at A&W and the Red Barn in Toronto, and there's a new restaurant opening that is going to be having girls come out on roller skates with trays and stuff like that, kind of like they used to do back in the day. I think it'll be cool.
Drew said you can still get a cold mug of A&W if you eat in. I was like, I don't know. I haven't been in an A&W in probably,
the last time I was in an A&W.
It was always better having it served in the window of your car on a cool little tray hanging there.
Yeah, with a frosty mug. They still put the mugs in the frosters. So.
Oh yeah, you can get the mug inside if you go and sit inside.
That's what Drew just said. Yeah.
And pretty much everybody had at least one of those mugs at home.
I'm pretty sure I still do.
Has any of you seen F9 yet? Anybody seen the movie F9? It's the new Fast and the Furious.
No,
I haven't seen the previous probably 7.
Oh well, we
watched. I saw the first one.
Yeah,
I didn't watch Tokyo Drift.
It got kind of silly for me after Tokyo Drift.
I think I watched the first one when Vin Diesel came back.
Okay.
And then I stopped.
Yeah, it's. I mean, flying cars that bounce like ping pong balls off of a mountain and then roll over and then just keeps driving down the road. I mean, it's a little bit too far-fetched now.
I want one of them fucking cars, man. That's pretty cool.
You know what I'm talking about, Darcy? Did you see the preview?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good movie. We really enjoyed it. Would I go see it in a proper drive-in? I was just farting around with the new projector I got, and David and I watched it, and on a nice, good screen with a good sound system in a car, I think it'd be an awesome movie. But it was just too far-fetched for me. I'd rather sit and watch The Hunt for Red October for the 100th time again.
I like that movie, but I would not think I've watched it that much.
It's one of my go-to movies. I used to have the DVD. You just throw it in. I used to have the tape.
Go-to movies. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. What are your go-to movies? Okay, so mine are, like I said, Hunt for Red October. Any of the Grissom novels. Clear and Present Danger, all of those. What else? Marcel, you got any go-to movies?
Pretty much any Stephen King movie.
Did you see the new It?
Oh yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's
Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Yeah. It's It's actually, it was a pretty good
Drew is
continuation.
kind of a big deal.
What?
That's a joke from our Anchorman reference.
Anchorman, yeah.
The movie I probably watched the most of my life is the movie Slapshot.
I remember that. The Hanson brothers, right?
Mine's easily Pink Floyd The Wall.
Probably a movie that I can watch every time, over and over.
Roadhouse.
Over is probably, besides Star Wars, and everyone never knows that shit, but probably Jaws.
Really? The original Jaws?
I went to watch that the other day, and it wasn't.
Movie,
I didn't enjoy it.
It's still a fucking good movie.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. It kind of bored me.
Richard Dreyfuss is brilliant in it. T.S. Quint, Robert whatever Shaw is fucking awesome.
I gotta say, the Transformers movies.
Just a great movie. For 1970.
They're good, yes.
Drew says, Dale says his favorite movie is The Erection.
It's fucking awesome.
The Erection?
And he says House of 1,000 Corpses.
Well, if you're going to talk horror movies, The Fall of the House of Usher is probably the best horror movie. I like the Usher movies. The Hill House movies are good, the original Hill House movies.
No, I'm waiting for Rob Zombie's.
Yeah.
The Monsters.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I really enjoyed the Bates Motel show. I enjoyed that because I'm a big Alfred Hitchcock fan. With Psycho and all that, right? It's probably my favorite movie. My favorite movie, The Shining. I love that movie.
The Shining. Go-to movies. Anyone that knows me is probably more of a universe, but all the Kevin Smith movies.
You know, they've just they're involved with Moby, right? And they're giving that a shove. I posted something, I think.
Moby.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. It's a new app or a website or something. I don't know. Something to do with cartoons, of course.
Yeah, but no, Clerks and original Night of the Living Dead, original black and white. That is a badass movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. If you want to go that Little Shop of Horrors, that's a fucking hilarious movie. The Steve Martin one, which would be the second one, right?
I was about to ask you, talking the original one or the one with Rick Moranis?
Yeah, the one with Rick Moranis is the one that I know, but I mean, I've seen the original black and white as well. It's not as funny, but I mean, Steve Martin, Rick Moranis, and God, who else?
Is that the one where he's staring into the mirror? Is there a scene in there where he stares into the mirror?
Who?
Steve Martin in that movie.
Oh, I don't recall. I don't recall.
It's Little Shop of Horrors is a musical.
Yes.
Yes, and it is hilarious.
It is hilarious, yes.
What's that got to do with cannabis?
Nothing. Why? Did somebody complain?
Probably.
Me. No, because I'm just reading this really cool article right now.
Okay.
Privately owned stores or privately owned cannabis stores, which there's like 347 of them.
I know this. I know what you're talking about. I read that the other day.
In British Columbia, can now do home delivery.
Yep. You know,
that's because the only ones that have been allowed to do the home delivery is the government BC stores. Yeah, well,
I don't get why they did that. Why, if they're going to legalize cannabis across Canada, but why leave it to each province to distinguish what's going to happen with it? Because you know what? It's fucked up.
Every province is fucked up.
Alcohol's that way, though, too, technically.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, you can go to Quebec and get it at a Walmart or...
Are pharmacies regulated like that?
Almost every province has. There's always federal, and they always give the provinces a little bit of token power just to keep them happy.
That's a little.
Yeah, there's always a little bit of. At alcohol's provincially, same thing.
And I guess they do that in the States too. It's state by state.
Honestly, the world should just get off its ass and become Las Vegas, man. Drink on the street, just like smoke, like it just
prostitution.
What's that?
Prostitution.
Honestly,
if that's the way she wants to make a living,
it prevents fucking probably whatever the unfortunate kidnapping and sex trafficking and stuff like that. Like at least if there's a legal, safe way of doing it. Put it this way,
Yeah, I completely and totally support the sex traffic industry.
Wink, wink, the oldest profession.
Yes,
and it's never going to stop.
No,
so at least let it be safe.
They need to regulate. They've tried to unionize. They've tried to regulate. They're fighting battles from how many different angles? The pimps, the assholes, the Johns, the government, the cops.
Oh, they're physical abuse. And
yeah, that's what I mean.
Just protect. Like it's going to go on, so at least allow them to be protected.
Well, they've done that in Las Vegas, right? In Nevada.
But I was more of, if you go to Las Vegas, you can actually take your drink or your beer down the street. Nothing bad's happening. People aren't going stupid. Like, it's fine. Like, it's just same as when Colorado legalized cannabis. The world didn't collapse. Everything was fine. Right?
Yeah, I don't know if you can walk around Ontario with open alcohol.
You can't walk anywhere in Canada. Even the United States,
really?
I think it's only fucking Vegas.
Oh, well, I do. I mean, I do. But I don't know anything about it really.
No, like you can go.
I would have thought Texas would have done that.
They might. I don't know. Like I remember getting a giant margarita at Margaritaville in Vegas and like walking the strip all day and just drinking this giant fucking margarita. It was awesome.
It's kind of like the French Quarter in Luke.
I was in the Disney store buying my kids a gift, drinking margaritas. It was awesome.
Yeah. New Orleans, the French Quarter, Bourbon Street.
I've not been to New Orleans.
It's a beautiful place. But...
Yeah, not been.
No,
but
during Mardi Gras, obviously, but they wouldn't have that open alcohol concept regularly, would they?
Yeah, we did, like all summer.
Okay, well, maybe.
Yeah, because we were there for a trade show, and it was probably September that we were there, and you could walk up and down the street with the drinks. And they'd ask you inside if you were staying inside or going out. And if you're going out, give you a plastic cup.
Yeah. No, it just makes you stigmatize it all you do. You can't do it. It's like, but really nothing bad happens.
So here's some more cannabis news. This is Canadian cannabis news. How much pot do you think got destroyed by licensed producers?
Oh God, I saw that number and now I can't remember. It was in the millions of dollars.
Do you destroy it or you extract it?
Destroyed. Unpackaged cannabis destroyed by Canadian licensed producers.
They're just stupid cannabis producers.
Just wait now. 2018, it was 11,501 kilograms destroyed.
Wow. How many pounds is that?
2019. How many pounds is that? About 24,000.
Holy fuck.
2019, it was 155,780 kilograms. And in 2020, it was 279,837 kilograms that was destroyed. So they're saying it is over 500 tons of cannabis since 2015. Or 2018, sorry. 500 tons.
Tons.
Of cannabis.
That's a lot.
It is. Isn't it? Do you know how many patients that could help?
Okay, so why is it being destroyed? Because of mold?
Or just outdated? Or
So what do you do when you've got all this stuff with mold in it? Can you safely extract it into an oil?
Yeah. You can. Doesn't mean they will.
Would they wouldn't allow it though?
Yeah, because it's the end product. As long as the end product passes microbial heavy metals and cannabinoid content.
So why don't they do that?
Then, because it's a lot of work.
Is it more work than to do another grow? Because they're losing millions of dollars in a grow.
That's where you have to justify it. Because it's a multi-stage process you have to do to get it done.
I would say the odds are when they're saying, "Oh, that's destroyed, it's moldy." I don't think all of it was good stuff. I just don't believe that.
Yeah. What can you do? So I got a song. A song lined up.
That was unpackaged cannabis. In 2019 and 2020, almost 6 million packages were destroyed.
Wow. And now there was
recalls, though, right?
There was just a recall for pre-rolls. I don't know what LP, but there was just a recall for a bunch of pre-rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a song loaded up.
Yeast and mold concerns?
Yes.
Yeah, but most of those have already been smoked.
Atlas was the LP. Drew says.
Way to rat them out.
Yeah, Atlas growers. Yeah.
Way to rat them out.
Sold by retailers.
Hey, it wasn't us. It was a listener. A listener.
And Yukon.
Yeah.
And I have the article here. So.
An independent listener with no affiliation anywhere.
It was
it
was this guy right here. Him right here. This guy.
You know what? For Varsity Cannabis. Look at it right on his chest.
So this is what I really like how this works. It was sold in Alberta, Northwest Territories, and Yukon, as well as Shoppers Drug Mart's medical cannabis arm.
These were the pre-rolls?
Notice from Health Canada says consumers should immediately stop using this product. The products were sold between last December and July 7th.
Yeah, those are smoked.
11,304 units.
Now, how much money have they put in to this campaign to tell people to not use something that obviously is gone?
Yeah, exactly.
Money, it's a memo.
No, but yeah, okay, but I mean, how many people are employed to make that memo go through the chain? You know, it's craziness. Okay, so I got a song that you guys are going to find very interesting tonight. It is a song. It's a sea shanty, and it's a sea shanty. Well, It's called the Kittyman Sea Shanty, and you'll get who it's from.
I know who it's from already.
We'll be back after this. This is the 420 Radio Show. We're live here at the farm and in Truro, Nova Scotia. We'll be right back.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more. We've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
This is Bubbles from the trailer park, and they're playing some fucking excellent music on lifestyleradio.ca. I hope I didn't sound too nervous there.
Please hang up and try again.
You're listening to Life.
There once was a cat with a hungry belly. The name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. His throat was dry and his paw was bare. Meow, me fairy cats meow. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, Jelly got his boys and they gathered round. They scattered seeds from a sack they found, in hopes the seeds they spread on the ground would bring small critters a boot. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While the gang was bored and morale had dipped, till one of the seeds grew green catnip. They sniffed and they snacked and they all got ripped. They all had a meow that night. Soon may the cavemen come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While their heads were hung and the morn was nigh, the net was strung and they all got high. Their bellies were shrunk and their bowls still dry. Oh, bring us some ice today. Soon may the cavemen come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full.
Nobody's Home. That was actually the Trailer Park Boys. I really liked that, actually. That was very well done. Did you like that, Marcel?
Oh yeah, it was fun. I had heard it before. That's how I knew. As soon as you said the same name of the song, I knew who it was going to be. I wanted you to play the one that I put up.
Which one was that?
The one that I put in the chat earlier.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's right there.
Let me see. Let me look. We can play it. Is it a video?
Yeah.
Why don't you load it up and see if they'll block us today?
All right, let me find a window to do this.
Do the share thing.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta look. I got so many tabs open right now.
Well, that's because you got a new computer.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll just open another window. New window. Yeah. That's better. No, I gotta find the video. Shit. Thanks, Al. Put me on the spot. I was in the middle of an argument here on the internet, you know.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
What are you arguing about?
Whether or not I'm an anti-vaxxer.
Oh.
I didn't think I was, but
yeah.
I thought I was, if anything, I was pro-vaxxer.
The TikTok, oh no, that was Mary Jane stuff. No, I don't see it, bud.
All right, now I want to do this.
You find it?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's, I'm not going to be able to play it. It's a Facebook video.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to play over my speaker, not through the system itself.
Okay.
So you have a better chance of playing it than I do. You don't even have to watch the video. But the video is kind of funny because it's a shapely individual with no shirt on dancing.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and we'll see what happens.
Wait now. Gotta see how.
I just realized I haven't had a tea yet.
There we go.
Dead air. Dead air.
Oh, I'm trying to remember how to share Smart Now.
Did we lose Len again? Oh no, he's here.
I'm here. My internet sucks. I'm gonna have to go back
And Darcy's off smoking a joint because they don't smoke in the house.
Do you have to optimize for video sharing?
If you're just playing the audio, no, just share audio.
Well, I'll try both.
Okay. It should play. There you go.
No. Yeah, see, it's only playing through there.
I can see it.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
You can't tell by the way I roll my blunt. I'm a
Okay, show some more since you're playing.
I don't have any more of those ones.
All right. I don't do TikTok. I don't find it. I mean, there are some funny ones, yes, but play some Bat Dad. Let's watch some Bat Dad.
Oh, I got Bat Dad. No, I want to hear the grow segment from Darcy.
Darcy's off growing something of his own.
Oh.
He has not returned. I know what we'll do. Let's talk to Drew.
I was going to say we should put Drew on the spot.
So unmute your mic.
Unmute your mic.
Oh, Lenny's coming back. Yep, Lenny's coming back. Oh, and Drew just left.
No, Drew turned his camera off.
Hey!
There he goes. He doesn't want to be on
There he's
both.
back.
Oh, there he is.
Is it working now?
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
So what's going on there, man? What have you been up to?
Nothing. Just working at a an agricultural type business that has no affiliation with any people or ties to the show. And just seeing where it's going, man. What's up with you, Al?
Just hanging out with the bugs and stuff.
I love the I love the new production tent.
It's
pretty tight.
I haven't gotten any furniture for it yet, but it'll come.
What, are you sitting on the floor? There's no way in hell you're sitting on the floor.
No. I have one of a chair that was in my mom's room here that's very comfortable.
Okay.
It's all right.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
It's a nice little chair. I don't have room for it in my apartment, so stuff comes here and I'll use it. But I'm going to get a pardon the crotch shot, people.
It's the most exciting part of my day.
I'm going to get a fold-out couch for in here and a little a folding desk. Everything folding out because I'm not going to leave everything in here. Obviously,
how big is it?
No equipment. It's a 10 by 14 Hampton cabin tent. All season.
You can stand up in it, and you can divide it into two rooms.
Yeah, it's a two room. It's half the size of my trailer, for God's sakes.
What's really nice is it's got an actual door.
Yes,
the door swings
like
open.
A door?
Yes,
it swings open.
Yep. And what I really like about it is you can take the top off, you can take the rain shelter off, and it's just an open. See, what I did was I needed a place to sit outside. I like sitting outside, and I didn't want to buy a gazebo, right? Because they're never-ending crap.
Nightmare.
Yeah. So I looked and I looked and I looked. This thing's got a severe weather warning. This thing is sat in like torrential downpours here already, and it's still standing. I love it. I can stand right up in it. And the other cool thing is I bought a projector, and it shines up on one side of the tent, and it's the whole side of the tent. It's just like 100 some odd centimeters of screen on the side of the tent. So it's like a little mini drive-in theater.
Nice.
In here.
Do you sit in your lawn tractor and watch?
I can. You can do it outside. Yeah, it shines up on the side of the tent, and you can see it outside. It's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yo.
Oh, Darcy's awake.
Is this the truth now?
Yeah, it's my new radio show. Lenny, welcome.
Varsity Pirate Radio.
Yeah, Varsity Pirate Radio. It's an offshoot of Varsity Cannabis. It's a company that I'm working on. It's part of the Canopoly Enterprises.
Yeah. That shit's trademark, by the way, Canopoly Enterprises.
yeah, actually it is. And how was that working out for you guys?
Well, somebody already stole it and won't pay us, so
we're already going to litigation.
I think we should make a Canopoly board game. There, see, somebody's out doing that now.
I think they should, but just to warn you, it really fucking is trademarked.
Yeah. Well, who else is Canopy Growth's getting sued for trademark?
Oh God, over and over again.
Stretch. I think that one's a little bit horseshit. Quattro versus Coin Cointreau, like a French.
Cointreau.
It's this. Is it the same spelling with the two pronunciations?
No, it's the pronunciation
what they did is
that's similar.
Yeah. Cointreau is spelled C-O-I-N, and they spelled Q-U-A-N, and they're letting it go through.
Huh. Well, where that didn't work out for them, it's working out for Britney Spears. She's now allowed to hire her own lawyer. See, that was a great segue, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys are amazing.
I'm really a big fan of Britney Spears. I'm not.
Marcel's always listening to Britney Spears. Always. Don't let him fool you.
Do you know what? For the life of me, I don't think I could actually name a Britney Spears song, nor could I name a Justin Bieber song.
I like Justin Bieber's songs. He's got a few really good songs.
Peaches.
Right?
If you played one of those guys' songs, I might recognize the song, but I wouldn't recognize who it was that was singing it. I don't know.
Marcel, you're starting to look like Kenny Rogers, dude. Sorry. Just move your hand for a minute. Look.
And you're not.
No, start singing.
And
come on, please.
You picked a fine time. You people are fucking nuts.
Oh, Britney Spears is first. I know the video. She was dressed as a schoolgirl with a tie. What was the name of that song?
Hit Me Baby One More Time. Come on.
I'm Britney, bitch.
Britney's back.
I think did she do? Is there a song Toxic?
No, that was Hit Me Baby One More Time.
No, but is there a song called Toxic?
Yeah, there's a song called Toxic. Yes.
Is that her?
Yes.
So
Good job, Lenny.
At
least you have teenage daughters you can blame it on.
Actually,
hey, Drew.
He's more not that age, actually.
I pulled up in front of Emily's high school with something very ridiculous playing, and I was singing along. And she was just like, "Oh my God, are you serious?"
My kids don't seem to dig Rage Against the Machine for some reason.
Because they're losers.
Oh wow!
We listen to yacht rock when we trim, don't we, Drew?
That's right. Hall and Oates, baby. Hall and Oates, baby.
You know what? I was going to go see Hall and Oates with my sister. Okay, here's one. Here's one.
Going, so I get more than fucking a kg a day. It is.
I went to see.
Wait. That's all Drew does in a day?
That's not what I do in a day.
He rocks.
Well, you do.
He's rocking.
4 keys a day.
I'll let you know tomorrow because I'm going to go in by myself and see how much I can get done in a day by myself.
There you go.
At my non-related affiliated agricultural company.
Right.
That you don't work at.
That I don't.
Listen.
I get paid from them.
You got to play the music because Darcy's got to do his grow segment. I got questions.
All right. Here we go.
This is how it grew to me.
Nope.
Didn't work?
No.
Are you serious?
You played something else.
Yes, no, I didn't. Here, this is what I played
Did you
right
hear
here.
It, Darcy?
This is how it grew to me.
Time to hear the weed.
You don't hear that?
No.
Really?
You heard it, Lenny?
I heard a quick blip, and that was it.
Okay, well, let's try one more time.
This is how it grew to me.
Well, before Marcel asks this question, the first I want to make a little blurb about security, because now it's getting to that point where your plants are starting to flower and
starting to stink.
Well, you have them people that like to go around and gawk in other people's backyards and take pictures of other people's plants from the sidewalk, and then decide to come back in September and October to steal them. So there's always good to put security up.
Security.
Unlike myself, I had to move mine. So.
Did you?
Oh, I had to move. I moved them tonight. Yeah.
You had some nosy bodies, did you?
You could say that.
I've only had.
How many did they take?
They didn't take any. They got lots of pictures, and I figure that's where they can come back and take them in the fall. And it's just getting too nervous now because they were getting too big for my yard. So I kept 4. I kept 4 out. They're not as big as the other ones, and I can move them in and out if need be. But it's good to have security. So that could be anything from just a wireless cloud camera to a trail camera to even just something that makes noise.
Even just a camera that's not even plugged in a window will deter somebody.
Then there's other modes of security that I don't condone.
Traps, barbed wire.
Those include like bear boards and conibear traps and stuff like that. So,
Drew's leaving us because he's got a nice bonfire going that he doesn't want to share.
Oh, well, way to go, Drew.
Look, see? Look at the fire. Raging fire.
I haven't had a fire here yet, and I've got my burn permit, and I just need some people.
Sorry, Darce. Continue on with your not condoning things.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's other modes that you can do to protect your crop. I can't condone them because
lasers.
Some of them are very illegal. But ones that aren't illegal are electric fences and stuff like that. But then again,
is it illegal for me to hang fish hooks to dry in my garden?
Well, technically no. We're trying, but if someone catches himself, hey, that's the same as me saying I put that conibear trap out there to catch that skunk.
Right.
But I caught a person.
Yeah.
Or that's sorry I shot him in the ass with that salt load. I thought he was stealing my plants. Those don't go over.
Why are bear boards illegal? That's what I want to know.
Because
it's not that they're illegal. They have a purpose. They're meant to keep bears out of your camp.
Yeah.
Or your garden. Or your bees.
Yeah. Or it keeps two-legged thieves away too.
I have bears here.
Well, if you're nervous, but if you have bees, so here's the thing.
Oh God, there's bees everywhere. Fucking, they're as big as a fucking loony. For God's sakes.
Grow your pot plants in a bee garden or in a batch of beehives. So you have plants all interspersed, and then have your electric fence around to keep the bears out, and you will have a very safe garden.
I just put my dog in the garden.
You could also build a moat and put sharks with frickin' lasers on their head.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Oh, Lenny made it out to the gazebo.
My internet seems to be working now, so.
Oh, good.
For now.
Why aren't you out in your gazebo, buddy?
Who?
Or you're the only one that's in. Oh, well, no. Darce is inside, but.
I don't have a gazebo.
You don't have a gazebo?
I have a gazebo, and it's because, in here I'm using Wi-Fi. If I go out there, my gazebo is just out of range for good Wi-Fi.
See my backyard a little bit.
So I'd have to.
Hey, Lenny, look at all the prime real estate for plants there.
Nice.
Wow.
Pool.
The kids left in a mess.
Maybe next Friday, that's what I'll do is I'll do the show from out there.
There you go.
Because we can take the TV out. I have a Roku TV.
Yep.
So we can go sit in the gazebo and watch Disney or Netflix or whatever out on there and use my phone as a
Yeah. You have a projector?
No, but I don't need one.
You just take a TV out.
I would take the TV out. Put it
this projector cost me $100. I could have gotten something that I really wanted was a 60-inch television for $300-400. But
Wheat Fairy.
But you know what? Then I gotta worry about it every time there's a storm. Oh, did my new TV get knocked over in the tent? Right? I don't leave any electronics out here at night, right? So.
No, obviously, I don't want to sit out with the bugs. So if I take the TV out, we can sit in there, close up, put
exactly.
on the thermocell, not worry about any bugs.
Exactly. Oh yeah,
So,
you could try your thermocell. Yeah, okay, keep going, Darce.
Let's go back to our discussion here, Darce.
Yes, Marcel.
Any more security stuff?
Oh, there's lots you can do.
You don't like bare boards. Probably don't like shotguns.
Well, do what you did, Marcel. Put up a security camera.
Exactly. That to me is the best way. Put up security camera with a live feed right to your phone.
You caught your thief.
Yep.
That's how you caught your thief.
And got the video to prove it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's why I always said I wanted Lily as my bodyguard.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll protect your garden.
Damn right she will. That guy knew.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lily found him.
No, Lily helped. Lily got the last smack in on him.
Oh.
With a crotch.
Oh. Ouch.
Yeah, she nailed him good.
Did she ever? It was funny too.
She was like a little pit bull. It was awesome night.
So Marcel, what was your question, Marcel?
Bugs eating the plants outdoors. What do you do?
Yeah, cocksuckers. I'll pardon my language. Marcel got me all fired up because I have one of my freak shows outside, and I have a stalk borer in it, and he rotted the top off. Now he's down in the stalk somewhere, and I don't know. And now branches are just starting to die off.
Oh,
I had the same thing happen, and it's on the freak show.
Those are bugs that go up and down inside the stalk, right?
So then I'm wondering if them freak shows are more susceptible. Well, they're more susceptible, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's only on one, and the other ones are doing fine. I looked them over every day now for on the stocks for the stock borer, and I don't see anything else.
Yeah.
But I also have a stock borer though in one of my delphiniums.
Oh, do you?
One of my flowers on my deck.
I'd rather have it in those.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's fucking my flower up and kind of pissed off because I was hoping for it to bloom this year, which it will, but the flower will be a little all contorted. But still, he's still in there. And then the other thing right now that's crazy, and they will eat your cannabis too, is the earwigs. Because it was so wet there for so long, and then now it's starting to dry out. But they come out at nighttime, and them little bastards, they can devour your plants overnight in a hurry.
Like I said earlier, Darce, these caterpillars just destroyed my apple trees, and then they tried to go after the pot as well, and I stopped that.
So yeah, your apple trees. So are they hanging in like a where it's wrapped in like looks like a silk cocoon now, like a spider web?
No, I sprayed them all, so there's no cocoons at all. I got it on time, but they had already done the damage to the leaves and ate all the flowers. So only 2 trees out of 10 or so have any apples on them. The rest have chewed up leaves and stuff like that. And then when I first put my plants out, they were really bad, so I sprayed them. I haven't sprayed them again. And because they were starting to go on the pot, right? And I was just like, no. So I used the trounce that I was given to use, and it worked out. It worked really well.
That's a safer product. That's a good one.
Yeah. Well, it's good for edibles as well too. It says on it. So, and it's all natural.
And then there's insecticidal soap, which will get rid of your earwigs.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Endol will get rid of your earwigs.
Diatomaceous
earth will get rid of your earwigs.
Anything that you can use on an edible plant, you can use on your cannabis, and vice versa. Correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
But I try not to spray once you get into flower, Al.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. That'd be like spraying an apple. But like I won't spray now because I got apples, and it says right on the box, wash your apples because of it, right?
All right. So with a lot of the sprays, the best thing to do is do your research and read, because there are some sprays out there, like antifungal sprays, for example, for outdoor, for tomatoes and your cannabis, that you could use it. Very likely because it's safe for vegetables.
Yes.
Sulfur sprays, yes.
Right. But if you spray it on grapes, they've got to grow for at least a month
before you can
it's
get
safe
it.
to eat them.
Oh, wow. Why is that? Because they absorb the stuff right away, or
they must hold on to it in their skin longer or something.
Yeah.
Be the same. Must be the same with hops.
Could be.
Drew, can you answer that question for us? Nope.
He's got make a
Drew's,
guy scramble. What the fuck? They're talking to me, man.
What are you saying?
Drew's listening.
I said, do you know much about hops? And if you sprayed antifungal on them, do you have to wait a month like grapes?
Each pesticide's specific.
Yeah, it's pesticide specific. And are you consuming them at the end?
Well, the hops you would be, yeah.
Darcy, don't you got your pesticide fucking license?
Wait, you're the one that's licensed
here. The
here.
same fucking course we were.
I didn't even take that course, but the answer is you have to wait if you're going to use them for consumables. Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Darcy, you were in the same course I was.
Yeah, but I don't pertain that stuff because I don't ever use it.
Apparently not.
Yeah,
I don't ever really ever use it. I mean,
well, we don't teach your brain to retain everything it learns.
To be fair, we don't spray.
We had to take the course legally, but we don't actually use pesticides.
No, we don't. No,
I'm not a big fan of pesticides, but if outdoors you kind of look at it, if I'm using something outdoors, I do use diatomaceous earth because that gets rid of slugs, caterpillars.
I had a hard time finding any really good earth. I got I think two bags of something like ProMix. It had the HP in it.
No, not that kind of earth. Not that kind of earth, Al.
Oh, okay.
Diatomaceous earth is basically it's ground up coral.
Oh, okay. Yes, I've heard of that.
It's
yeah.
Fossilized coral.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ground up coral, and when it's ground up, it's like little razor blades.
Yes.
So any soft, bodied insect that goes across it
kills them.
It slices them open, but because it's a fossilized coral, it also acts as a desiccant, so it literally sucks the juice out of them at the same time.
Ooh,
amazing for ants, people.
Oh,
really?
Ants, anything like that. Anything that's got a soft belly that goes across it is dead.
I don't like ants.
Every once in a while, you'll go across Lenny's lawn, and it looks like he dropped bags of cocaine all over the lawn.
It's not cocaine, people. It's diatomaceous earth.
Yeah.
So
it works, though.
It does work.
The other powdery mildew.
Then there's other things you can use outside for bugs is beneficials. Actually, I was looking at my hollyhocks today, and I see I got a lot of pirate beetles on them because there's a lot of aphids on them. And the pirate beetles are pretty cool when you watch them because they walk along, and they got this little skewer thing on the end of their beak, and that's what they call it. It's called a beak, and they stab it into the aphid, and he'll stab 2 or 3 at once, and then suck the juice out of them, and then he'll flick them off as little beaks.
Just like a shish kebab. A shish kebab. A shish kebab.
And then he keeps going.
Somebody's posted a video of ladybugs eating aphids. I mean, I've watched them do it in the garden, especially on the roses.
I had a whole shit.
Because they just eat constantly one aphid after another. As quick as they can grab them, they're eating them.
I had a whole shitload of ladybugs in the trailer there when I came and opened it up in the spring. And I let a whole bunch outside. Now, there's none.
Well, if there's none, then there's nothing there for them to eat.
There was.
Well, then they ate it and left.
Well, they suck because they're supposed to stay and take care of my fucking plants.
No,
but what if they starve?
They move on the fly, my friend.
I guess, yeah.
They fly because they need
most
food.
predatory bugs do. Yeah, most predatory bugs move on the fly.
Ladybugs are considered predatory?
Yeah, they eat insects. They eat spider mites and aphids.
Makes sense.
Here's the thing, though. An earwig is beneficial, but he's not beneficial.
Earwigs are the country cockroach.
Earwigs will kill and eat insects, but they'll also kill and eat plants.
Yeah, like crazy.
Well, so will cockroaches.
Fucking sunflowers.
Do cockroaches eat other bugs?
Cockroaches eat anything. I think they're opportunistic. I don't think they kill anything to eat it, though.
Oh, they just eat.
Yeah. Cockroaches, nothing but cockroach. Earwigs can be controlled with soapy water.
Yes. I knew that.
Ideally, not so much during flower, where you tend to have more moisture in the air anyways, so you tend to get more earwigs.
I would think that would happen earlier in the season than late. It's usually drier late in the season.
Not on this coast.
Okay.
We have a lot of humidity out.
Yeah, well, it's been really humid here as well. So
it has been, which is great right now for veg. I mean, my plants are doubling.
So
size
humidity,
every week.
we don't want the humidity and the wet weather for bud because you get the powdery shit. Right.
And not just that, you get botrytis too floating around in the air, which is bud rot.
So is there any like I am surrounded by spruce, pine, ragweed, wheat, grass, goldenrod.
All right, got a question for Darcy now. Another one.
Oh,
it's a good question. It's a great question. That's why I'm asking. It's from Dale. What's the best preventative maintenance for powdery mildew, since he's already seeing some on outdoor weeds already? So yeah, you'll see it on those plantains and dandelion leaves now.
You can go buy yourself some sulfur spray that you use for your tomatoes or cucumbers. You can use that right now, but if you want it cost efficiently, you could do that, because that'll hit them hard and kill a lot of that powder that's there. And then you can just use whitewash
on your outdoor weed, like around your garden.
Yeah,
because ideally you want to kill all of that powdery mildew, because that's powdery mildew that's going to be affecting your plants.
Question.
Yeah, I know. I spotted that the other day when I was visiting a friend.
When you're spraying for things, should you be spraying like a few feet around as your plants as well? Like it's in my own thinking, when I was spraying the trounce, I didn't soak them. I just kind of went, but then I also sprayed around the whole area where I'm, because the gal at the garden center told me that spray anywhere you don't want caterpillars or bugs. Right.
Yeah.
So now, does it actually keep them away? But does it actually keep them away from them?
Well, that plant will build up a toxicity with that on the leaf. Then that bug won't eat that plant.
Okay.
Right? That's how a lot of these.
And since we don't use the leaf, it's okay to use it on that.
Sure.
Okay.
And it's early in the season.
Yeah.
Is
this considered early in the season still?
Yeah. You've got the vegetative season right now until they start the actual flower.
Well, they're starting to stink.
You got about 3.5 4 weeks left, Al.
Really, that's it, eh? Until they start to go.
No, you'll start. You got to remember, you still got stretching. First 2 weeks of flower, the plants are stretching like crazy.
Yeah, they're getting bushy right now. Because I've been pinching and pulling and blah 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 blah. And Al Graham was here yesterday, and he had a look at them, and he told me to clear all the leaf off around the bottom of the stalk. That you don't want leaf laying in the ground or anything.
You should go about 3. How many sets of branches or how many sets of nodes is on one branch, Al?
Oh God, too many to even count at this point.
Well, you should go down each branch, go 3 or 4 sets down, and then everything from beyond that, you should just clear right out anyways.
Okay. At this point, really, eh?
Well, you'll let a lot of airflow in there.
Okay. So that will stop any mold growth.
I go, some of my plants, I only go 2 shoots down from the top. Go count the top and then go 1, 2, and then clear everything else away. But I'll do that about a week before they go into flower, because then that plant's going to concentrate more on them tops instead of pushing out trying to concentrate on all that other larf that's in there. But if you're a concentrate guy like Marcel, you want a lot of that larf, because every little bit of cannabinoids counts.
Right. So all of those lower buds all get turned into concentrate.
If you're growing strictly for smokable flowers,
popcorn buds.
If you're just looking for if you're looking for big, beautiful buds, then just concentrate on the top buds and go for big colas so you can get those bigger buds.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bag appeal.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I don't care. I don't care about bag appeal. I want the maximum that I can get out of them.
Your lower buds, I don't trim anything smaller than my thumb. I mean, that's not worth trimming, but it gets dried and used.
Yes.
But my plants are also stripped of all the fan leaves and everything before.
At what point
harvest.
do I start doing that? Once they start, right as soon as they start budding, or no?
Well,
not right away, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to let in airflow and light to those buds.
Okay.
So if you're going to keep the lower buds,
depending too, because if your plant's growing from seed and or clone and it's growing as it grows,
they're all clones.
Yeah, as your plant's growing, you want to keep removing that stuff off too, right, Al?
Yeah.
So let light down into the new nodes so that they can get more. The more light they get, the bigger that bud's going to be when it comes time to flower.
And what about discolored leaves? Should I just be pulling them no matter where they are on the plant?
If they're yellow, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But if they're high up on the plant and they're yellow, because the only ones that should be turning yellow should be the ones right at the very bottom.
Well, that's what I was going to say, and that same goes for tomatoes, because I'm looking at my tomatoes and the bottom ones are going yellow.
Yes.
Well, and that's telling you too that they likely need food, Al, because tomatoes eat a lot of food.
Okay. I fed them today. Well, David actually fed them today.
But no, but that's one thing with tomatoes is that tomatoes eat a lot of food and they drink a lot of water.
Teaching David how to grow tomato plants so that when he turns 18, he can help me grow my pot.
Are you growing tomatoes in the ground or in pots?
Right now they're in pots. They're going in ground probably next week. I have to move the plant over and get some soil and stuff. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Still, working. They'll be in a planter. Hopefully, what's today? Friday. Maybe this weekend.
Right? The sooner the better, so they can get some growth to them.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna put them in a planter that I've already got made. And then I'm going to put some sticks in them and do a string thing so they can climb up. And I've got a berry bush as well, blackberries, I think, that we're putting up on the fence line so that they'll be, they'll start to travel next year, right?
So when I prepared my soil this year, Al,
yeah,
I had 220 pounds of back guano to use up because it
got
wet on me over the winter. It got wet on me over the winter. So now I got to
go on.
What's that, Al?
Go on.
So now I got to use it up because a lot of the nutrients will wash. Some of it is water soluble, but some of it isn't. And the water soluble parts of it will wash the bottom of the bag or the garbage can that it's in, and then that's where a lot of your nutrients is.
Isn't guano on the restricted list?
I don't know what you're talking about, Al.
Just saying.
How many pounds there, Darcy?
None. It's huge. Tomatoes are. Hey, that's why my tomatoes are so fucking big.
Because they weren't using back guano.
Yeah,
that's on the restricted list.
Yeah, that's on that restricted list. Hey, I got it.
Why is it on the restricted list?
Because of white nose syndrome in Canada.
And what's that?
It's a fungus that is killing off all our native plant species here in Canada.
So no, it's not that it did. It did.
It did.
But
yeah.
Now they're slowly making a comeback, which I really hope happens soon because all of the ones that we had here were gone.
I see one or two outside in the evenings around here. I hear them chirping, and then you see them flying by.
I saw one the other night.
I think I've only seen maybe a handful of actual bats flying around. It's not what I expected. I expected to see a lot more, and I think that as soon as I can, I'm going to start putting bat boxes out.
That's what. Hey, neighbor, you should put some bat boxes up.
There are a few. Buddy, where I get wood from, has like 8 bat boxes out. So I thought that like I've got a pretty good fence line that I can put bat boxes up on.
You can build your own too, Al. You just got to use old barn board. So
yeah, I have, which I have some. So I have lots of stuff that was here. Lot of old wood that was here that I can use and stuff.
I got perfect spot for bat box.
Do you have bat boxes at your place?
No, but I should. I'd like to.
They say it's just put them up on fences is the best place.
Yeah, well, no,
I like watching them
put them up. I'd have to put them up somewhere so the cats couldn't get at them.
I found a large feather the other day when we were doing stuff, and we put it inside, and it's got to be either from a hawk or an osprey. It's that big.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. If it was here, I'd show it to you, but I don't have it here. It's inside. I was not prepared to show my feather.
Lenny's out sitting in the dark.
Because my kids kicked me out of my fucking gazebo.
Dad, you're doing adult stuff. Go away.
Yeah, that's going to start happening more often, Lenny.
They kicked you out of your gazebo.
Oh, they got friends over and whatever, so.
Are you
doing Lenny gets to go out and have a joint.
Dad's stinking up the place.
No, I'm out front. I'm in my driveway now.
This is CBD, folks, just so you know.
What?
What Lenny's smoking.
You're smoking CBD?
I'm pretty sure it's GMO. I'm not sure what it is. I rolled it a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
I have one of those vacuum thingies. Fucking those things keep things forever.
Oh,
yeah, well, right now it's terrible to try to keep your weed to smoke because it's so humid out. You open your bag and it's like soaked.
Yeah, I'm finding with these containers that I get when I go and get my weed, I'm finding that they're either they let too much moisture in, or they get too dry because their opener crack. Right?
Yeah, no, I use mason jars. But...
Well, yeah, I'm going to start getting smaller mason jars because these are just ounces, right? Did you just take us into the bathroom with you?
No.
No, what are these? I got these vacuum things, and I throw like a Bovita or humidity pack in it.
I used to have a bunch of those.
I roll like 20, 30 joints and just leave them go. And
do you?
Just every once in a while, and I just dip into it. Now, unfortunately, I can't remember what's what. So
random doobies.
I know most of it was GMO, and a lot of it was Cake Crasher.
I used to use flavored papers, so each paper was different looking, and then I had a little sheet written down to show what was in each one.
I put a marker on them, Marcel, on the filter.
Yeah,
but
I forget what it was.
No, it's every time I do it, it's still GMO though. It's like, what the fuck? What did I mark these for? They're all GMO. But I did hit a Cake Crasher one day. I was like, woo!
Oh, right on.
I just rolled 30 joints, but I rolled 5 or 6 different kinds and rolled 5 joints each and put them back in.
I normally use a pipe or water bong or I got a PAX 3. I am fucking loving that thing.
Are you?
Somebody needs to come up with some kind of a pen that won't hurt you when you're smoking it, and so that you can write on it the strains. Right?
What do you mean?
Or you can just put them in a baggie and put a mark on it like a normal person, and not be so lazy like I was.
Oh, you're rude today, man.
It was me. I'm making fun of myself.
See?
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Yeah.
So what I did is I got some
jar.
baggies and put them all and said what they were, but I was stupid.
Is your jar marked, Darcy?
Yeah. No, actually it's not, but I know what weed's in there.
Yeah, until tomorrow or something.
No, that's Slurking 33. You can't mistake that smell.
Now my little humidor, where I do have the baggies or little glass jars. I know what the actual flowers are, but once I roll them, no.
I just got some. Actually, a buddy of mine just stopped by and said, "Here, try this."
How?
But it was I was trying to get rid of all that GMO, right? So that's why I know most of it's GMO. But I had some Cake Crasher buds at the time.
How long would an ounce last in a mason jar sitting in a dark, cool place? How long would that stay?
A new mason jar or an old mason jar?
One that's only been used for weed.
Because I'm under the impression mason jars, once you crack them once, they're not nearly as good.
The seals do go, yeah.
Yeah.
But how long typically will a jar last in storage? I mean, can you take it? Because a lot of a lot of people.
And they these things style called sea vaults too, right?
What's that?
They're called a sea vault. We use them to store our hash in, and they work amazing.
Are they
expensive? I don't know if you can see what this thing.
What's that, Lenny?
That black vacuum. It's plastic. Those vacuum seal thingies are fucking great, man. Like, they're on Amazon. They're not that expensive.
Oh, I know which ones you're talking about, Lenny.
Yeah, Brent had it. I got the same thing.
Yeah, and Jimmy had them too.
Yeah. I think Jimmy was the one that taught us about it.
Yeah, he was.
And but what I don't really, because I got the humidor that I put most of my actual weed in, but I roll a bunch of joints. I fill up one of these vacuum containers with them, and they're great.
Because you squeeze the air out when you're pushing back together. You push a button in and it squeezes all the air out.
And I usually do throw a little humid out, like if something's gonna sit there for a while, because I really don't smoke joints that often.
How long would you have your 30 joints that you've rolled? Like, would they last?
Oh shit! I bet you that. No, I will roll again on occasion too if someone gives me something new once in a while. But that one, that's probably 6 months. Those joints.
Wow.
6 days.
Now it's also I also know it's 90% GMO, and I don't know.
God, that's like 2 days for me, maybe even less.
I don't.
6 days for me, Al.
I probably only smoke 3 or 4 days a week.
You know what? I'll be honest. I've cut back a lot because I'm out and about. Like when I'm sitting at home, just chilling and Netflixing and shit, I'm like a fucking chimney. But when I'm here, I'll roll a joint and I'll go do some work on the tractor or something, and I'll come home and roll another joint and go about the day.
Well, usually Friday night after the show, I smoke one. Like this week, I think I did smoke Monday night, and then I had 2 nights edibles for sleep, and I didn't do anything yesterday.
Huh.
I slept like shit.
I don't remember the last time I had no cannabis intake at all on a day. I don't remember the last time. Now let me just
probably consume more tonight than Lenny does in a week.
But
but I'm not. I don't take it for like. Besides for the odd, like to me, when I say medical, I'm talking about just I like to have a nice little chill sleep tonight and relax.
Yeah.
And,
but you don't smoke. You're not a constant smoker. My thing is with my pain levels, I have to stay at a certain level. If that drops off, which used to happen a lot, Marcel?
Yeah.
and it's like night and day. It's like your life just changes the minute you run out of weed.
I get it, and that's what I mean. I'm not chronic pain or
half the issue though. There is okay, and I go through this. I'm down to a quarter maybe, and I start panicking. Oh, I'm gonna run out of meds, and that's that. Then that sets off a depression, which sets off pain, which makes it worse, right? And then you get your baggie, and you're like, it's that whole. You feel like a junkie, but you're not. I feel like a junkie, but then I'm not.
That's me usually when I get down to about 50, 60 grams.
Yeah, but I mean, because I used to. I probably do about a quarter pound a month if it's there, but I mean, there was a long time when I had nothing for months on end, and I'd have to sit here and do a fucking show,
Yeah. No, for me, honestly, cannabis is more of I use it for sleep, like I said, but
it's more of a drink after work.
I'm trying to I'll say it for a fact. Cannabis is way better for anyone than alcohol.
Mm.
So I tried. I like alcohol, unfortunately, and I don't want to drink it anymore. So I use cannabis.
Well, I did the same thing. I enjoyed smoking cigarettes, but I didn't want to smoke anymore, so I switched.
But being a pharmacist, I am paranoid about smoking every day. That's why I don't smoke cannabis every day.
Mm.
The lung thing still, and I'm not trying to create a debate about it. I'm just not sold on it being so good for you or so bad for you. I'm still not sure.
Well, you're inhaled smoke, Lenny. Any smoke in your own thing.
That's my thing. That's my thing, right? And I think it was Dale. I think just put up like edibles or something for long term. Like if you're using it medically, you should be doing it orally, chronically.
Yeah, I have to start doing that. I feel a lot better when I'm doing that.
It lasts longer too. It's better for your pain control anyway.
You know, when I was when I literally had access to nothing, my doctor put me on Sesamet, which at first helped take that edge off so that I could sleep or actually walk to the store or, make dinner. But it got to the point after 5 years where the only way it would work is if I cracked open a capsule and put it under my tongue. Right? I could not get any pain relief. And the only thing that popping it in my mouth would do would put me to sleep. So I was sleeping all the time, grumpy. You take the pills away and you add cannabis, and it's like, hey, man, add some shrooms in there and stir.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But no. But here's the biggest one I always tell, like some doctors, you can't smoke I don't believe in smoking cannabis. So anyone ever has that issue, they wake up at 3 a.m, pop up 3 or 4 in, can't go back to sleep.
Smoke a joint.
Exactly. Ask the doctor to prescribe you something. What can I take really quick to get that last 1 or 2 hours of sleep so I can get back up?
And you know what your doctor will give you? Trazodone.
No. Yeah, and then take it at 10 o'clock and you can't wake up.
My vet tried to do Rose's nails yesterday. We've gone from walking around the city streets to her running around on grass, basically. So her nails are really long. And she will not let anybody do them. Like you have to sit on her. I've almost broken her leg trying to do them. So she muzzled her and still couldn't get her to do it. She did one. And so they've given me some Trazodone to give to her so that I can take her and get her done to knock her out a little bit.
It'll knock her out.
Yeah. I've started giving Rose CBD treats from the res that I get. Yeah. And they seem to be helping. Marcel, question for you.
Yes.
The CBD treats that I get, it says it's got, fish and blah, 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 all kinds of stuff in it. Yeah. It seems pretty good. It seemed to work. Now, for cat treats, could I give Rose 2 and we give the little dog 1? Could I give the cat 1, or would it have stuff in it, do you think, that the cat wouldn't like, or would it be okay? Or would it be bad for the cat?
I'd have to see what the ingredients are. Cats are more meat eaters. Dogs are more everything eaters.
Okay.
Cats can tend to be a little more finicky.
I'll bring the package. I left it at home. I'll bring the package next time, so we can have this conversation again. This show went by really zippity zip, didn't it? Even though we really didn't do much.
We basically wasted everyone's time. Is that what you just said?
No, I'm just saying that it's just the show just went zippity zip. It wasn't drawn out and laggy gaggy. Although I haven't even looked to see if anybody's actually watching or listening.
2 people out.
2 people?
Drew.
Hello, 2 people.
Dale.
Well, no, there's people,
and I think Denise is with Drew. So
3. I think there's probably a few people watching on Facebook as well. Wait. I haven't even looked at the chat or anything today. So, why don't we wrap this crap up so that I can watch a movie with the boy and eat popcorn and shit?
I'm going in to watch Bosch.
What episode are you on?
I'm on season 3.
Yeah, me too. But what episode?
I'm just literally starting season 3.
Okay, because there's 7 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
show.
I've just started watching the new season, and I think it's like 5 or 6 into it. Yeah, it's a fucking awesome show. I love Bosch. I walk around going, Bosch. Anyways.
Bosch. He's a good character. He's just very calm, cool, collective.
I like him. He's an amazing, I can't remember, he's got a weird name.
Titus Welliver, I know it.
Yes, Titus Welliver. But he's an amazing actor, and he's been acting for years. He's been in a lot of the old '90s military movies. He played, a military vet. He played a cop. He plays a great scuzzbag cop in Bosch. He's your quintessential old school.
He was in Sons of Anarchy. He was in Lost. He was in Deadwood.
Did you, speaking of Sons of Anarchy, have you watched any of the Mayans?
No.
No, I watched the first season and I couldn't. It was like stupid. It was like Better Call Saul. I enjoyed the first season, but it was too slow. And I've watched many seasons, but
Yeah, no, Better Call Saul is a little slower. Just like my voice right now, I find my voice a little slower.
I like Jonathan Banks though. That's the only reason I watch it. Right? Jonathan Banks is your awesome bad guy. It's time to go to bed. It's 9 o'clock almost.
9:54.
8:54.
Yeah, you guys should go check out my Facebook page.
Why?
Why would you put up?
I shared a post.
Are you arguing still about your anti-vax
Well,
issue?
I'm not anti-vax. I fully believe in a lot of vaccines.
Just not this one.
I've got the scar. No, not this one at all. I'm sorry.
You know what? I'll be honest. Whether or not I get it or I've already got it is my business, and anybody who wants to know can fuck off.
And that's my point. The choice is yours. I've made the choice of why I'm not getting. I spend a lot of fucking money and suffering to get a healthy immune system. I'm not taking any chances.
I have had the conversation with my dad, with my doctor, with you guys, with friends. I have friends that have flat out to my face said to me, "If you get the shot, we won't be friends anymore."
That's just an idiot.
Yeah.
No offense to your friend.
I've had.
They're being an idiot.
So I've got. Well, yeah. I mean, when somebody says that to me, what I try and explain, and I'm not trying to push anything. What I try and explain is what the majority of the people are picking up from Facebook and the news are fragments of what's really going on. And then you get your anti-vaxxers and your conspiracy theorists that make and if you spin something, these people are artists with words, and if you spin something the right way and you make it believable, you're going to believe it. That's why the whole fake news thing is so big. I mean, Trump was bang on with that fake news shit until he started doing it. He started doing it though. Okay, so he's going fake news, and everybody goes and go, oh, okay, well, we'll put up blocks and we'll put up websites and fact checkers and shit like that, and then he starts doing the fake news shit. So my point is, my philosophy on learning about anything has been there are 3 sides to every story: your side, their side, and the truth. And the truth is what you believe from the information that you've been given. If you're given the false information that's being spewed out there, you're going to be believing false information. People believe in some cases. Let me ask you, Len, if you have already had the vaccine, can you transmit the virus to somebody else?
Well, yeah, that's actually true because no, it's not about that. Is the vaccine just creating your immune system? Doesn't mean you can't pass it on.
Okay.
Like that's still that's fine too, right? So
well, but that's just common sense. If you get COVID, are you immune to it?
Yeah. You for a certain period of time, but like I say, it's a virus. It's gonna mutate.
Another variant is going to come along, and that's the issue. We're not dealing with one strain here.
No, but think of the flu. Just because you had the flu once doesn't mean you can't get the flu again, right?
Well, yeah.
COVID's the same way. They mutate.
I was getting the flu shot religiously every year, and then I got really sick, and I haven't had one since, and I haven't had the flu since. Now, watch, I knock on wood here. Yeah. But, yeah.
No, so yeah, that part's all true. All a vaccine is trying to do is give you enough immune response, so if you do get the actual virus, you can defeat it.
Yes.
I'm not even talking just COVID or anything. It's all vaccines.
Well, I mean, eventually there's going to be a booster like we've been getting for how many years already that includes this vaccine as well, right?
Like, listen, I don't see tetanus cases all over the place. You really think tetanus just kind of mutated its way out? I'm pretty sure the tetanus shot probably had something to do with that.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, rabies, all those things.
Tuberculosis, polio.
What's that?
Tuberculosis, polio, smallpox.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
There is something to vaccine.
No. Right? I think Gardasil would be a no. This vaccine.
I honestly, I never looked at it enough. I just don't like. My only issue with the COVID vaccine is they say, "Oh, we're not forcing you to do it," but you're not allowed to travel anywhere without it. So.
Well, also, I mean, but in your case, you're dealing with the public, and if you want to deal with the public, you should be protecting yourself and other people. And
no, my thought is
the argument is it really
the argument doing that from day one because this seasonal flu kills just as many people.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, the argument is does the vaccine work or not? I mean, we've had what 6 months.
My issue is if you were vaccinated, you can still carry the virus with you. That doesn't do anything. So that's my issue is at this stage in the world, everyone thinks the vaccine's great, whatever. People have the opportunity to get the vaccine. If someone doesn't want to get the vaccine, they don't need to. And before everyone goes into the rare immune system and blah, I have cancer and all that stuff, it's like, it sucks, but the world just can't stop for the 0.001%. They should protect themselves, wear masks, and do all that stuff. But it's just, people need their freedom. That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah, so a doctor was talking now about all the young people that are wearing masks.
Hold on. Don't say another word. It's 9:00. We're done. Bye.
All right.
Okay, bye.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
All of the young people that are wearing masks are now going to be susceptible to so many more illnesses because they haven't had that crucial time of their life when they should be building an immune system.
Kids especially.
Yeah. It's not even that, Marcel. I am concerned. The human body's not supposed to be inhaling like fabric that close to your mouth all day that long. Like you're telling me there's no fiber particles microscopic from any of these masks or
I've seen the videos where those masks are made and how they're done.
Hey, just think of where they're made.
Yeah.
The guy sits on the floor as they're coming off the machine. He's sitting on the floor, letting them pile up around them while he folds them up and cuts them into 2 pieces.
Like, I'm still that guy. Maybe it's because I'm a Neanderthal mouth breather, but I can't wear a mask too long. My throat hurts. My mouth gets dry. It gets really uncomfortable.
I start hyperventilating.
I usually just keep my nose out. That way my glasses don't
I get to the
up.
point where I actually start to feel ill after a while. So
you know what? I'll tell you something. When one of the times, like when I was in the hospital there for one of the times when I was getting my shoulder X-rayed, it was so early on. I was having a panic attack. It was when we all had to start wearing masks, and one of the nurses came over and she said, "Let me show you something." And all she did was, like, everybody pinches it around their nose. All she did was loosen it up around my nose a little bit so that it was still on my nose, but not pinching again, and I could breathe easier. Because it was like one of those fucking breathe strips on my nose all the time.
Why'd you press it on so tight?
Well, no, but that's what people do, you bonehead. Why'd I press it on so tight? Now I don't.
Yeah.
Now I don't.
But I guess my whole thing was like, honestly, at this stage, I'm not even talking about we're doing this to protect you or your neighbors. Like, honestly, get your vaccine, protect yourself. People just got to be responsible for their own health at this stage. Not even just COVID in general.
Exactly. People should have been doing
what you
this
eat, what you
all along.
drink, what you exercise. Like, people just got to be a little bit more accountable, right? So,
right.
Again, a year ago, but at this point, at least in Canada anyway, you should have pretty reasonable access to the fucking vaccine if you want it. But if you don't want it, that's your choice.
There are clinics all over the place, even up here in town.
But you should have the choice of whether or not you want to wear a mask.
That's what I'm getting at.
If you're one of those ones that you want to wear a mask, you go ahead.
Wear it.
You wear it. When you're driving in your car by yourself, wear your mask because I don't care. I'll laugh at you.
I think at this point, because I think PEI did it, you don't need to wear masks now. Like, I think Nova Scotia could do that. And
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
This mandatory mask.
If you're not comfortable, wear a mask. If you are comfortable,
I'm not going to
don't wear one.
I don't go up and kiss people. I don't go and hug people.
I miss hugging.
I actually avoid people, and I've done that long before this.
Yeah, but that's all I'm getting at is just it's just time where people become more just responsible for themselves and again, whatever public health mandate there was, whatever, we can debate that all day. But I'm just now it's like enough's enough.
I'm like I'm enough. I've had enough.
Well, no. I think for the most part, everyone had the vaccines available. For those who want it, don't want it, stop this. Like the counts are down. It is the summer, so I don't think the counts are down because of the vaccine rates. They went fucking down last year too. It's the heat and the sun doesn't like it. It's just
they'll be back in the spring, but it's a matter of whether or not they're going to bring back all of the same measures that they've done again and try and get everybody to get a third.
They
dose
really
of the vaccine.
Well, they're talking about a third round already. So.
Well, there will be. It's called seasonal cold virus, COVID, flu. Oh, they're all seasonal.
Then why not just call it the flu shot? Go back to what it is. Call it the flu shot, and then we don't have to. And then it doesn't have to be mandatory and pushing for 75%.
If you want it, exactly.
I don't think that there's not going to be. I think that there's always going to be a few things that are mandatory from now on.
Yeah, but that's that's been my issue since the day one of COVID. It's like it's a slippery slope. Oh, this is mandatory. This is mandatory. This it just builds, right? People gave up the rights so easily.
Yourself.
But as soon as they force vaccines, it goes against the Nuremberg Code. And
they're
that's
not
a bigger
forcing
issue.
it, but they know how to do it now. And I'm not.
Well, no, they're
not forcing it.
You can't travel here. You can't travel here.
In my ODSP package last month, I got a fucking notice. You should go get yourself vaccinated. Okay. In my tax bills, you should go get yourself fucking vaccinated. In my fucking cable bill, you should go get yourself vaccinated. It is fucking everywhere. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for
vaccinated.
I'm waiting for somebody to knock on my fucking apartment door or show up at my fence here and say with holding a vial and a needle, going, "Come here." It's not happening. But if I decide, okay, I've talked to my doctor. He said because of my health issues, it's probably better if I just go and do it. Okay, but then I've talked to this person and that person and this person. It's my choice. Nobody else's choice. Just like it is to get the flu shot or to take my metformin every day for my diabetes. That's where I stand. The bullying, I'm getting sick of. That's
or
what
the fact that, or just the fact that you just can't make your own decision anymore.
I have
come down to.
I have lost friends who, because I believe that is the way that I should be going about things, and they don't want to be around. So
maybe people should start taking chemotherapy to prevent cancer.
Well, there you go. Or I know, smoke a lot of weed.
Hey, Al.
Yo.
You should go watch a movie.
Yeah, I think we're going to go. Say goodnight, boss.
Good night. Good night,
Later.
guys.
Bye.
So what are you doing? Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.